Hello, grade 7 students. So this is your July 2022 second semester examination paper 1. So you know that just before your exam, it always you get this kind of video where I discuss the past papers with you all. So then you can mark your answers and you can clarify your doubts, and that whatever the things you want to revise, you can revise after this discussion. So then here, this is paper 1, and you know that for second semester exam and the first semester exam, you have two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. And you have two different kinds of the instructions for these two papers. Already you know all these things. So then here we want to write all the answers in the spaces given in this paper itself. That means we want to know how to manage the space they have given. Right. We'll see part A. That part A we have 10 questions where we need to give the answers in a simple way, but we want to show all of our workings because they have mentioned us to show our workings, and we are not allowed to use the calculators, and whatever the marks you get for each question here they have mentioned. Right. Okay, so without wasting time, that straight away we'll move to the first question. You want to simplify the bracket. Children, that you know, if you have something like this, let's say that 2, that x plus 2, what do you do here? That you want, when you want to simplify the bracket, you multiply the bracket components separately by the number you have outside. That number can be a positive whole number, negative whole number, maybe a fraction or decimal, anything. What you do, that you multiply the bracket components, that whatever the items you can see inside the bracket by the outside number. Right, so we'll take this question. Here you have 2x times x. So then how do you get the answer? It is 2x squared. 2x times x. It is 2x squared. So I write here, straight away you can get the answer 2x squared. Then I have 2x times 4. It is 8x. By any chance, if you have doubts, you can write it like this. 2x times x. That is 2x squared. Okay. So then the 2x times 4, you have, it is 8x. Hope it is clear. The question number 2, again, this is a very popular question. They check that whether you know 3 to the power 0, 2 to the power 0, 5 to the power 0. That they check whether you know that when you have the index 0, what will be the value. We know if you have 3 to the power 0, the value of this is equal to 1. If you have 3 to the power 1, we know value is equal to 3. That means when you have the index 0, the answer is 1. When you have the index 1, it is equal to the base value itself. So then when you have 3 to the power 2, how do you get this, children? 3 multiplied by 3, the answer is 9. First, you can do all these kind of the working here in the right side. Then straight away you can get the answers. That 3 to the power 2 you can write 9. Then 3 to the power 0 you can write 1. And the 2 given in the question. 9 plus 1 it is 10. 10 plus 1 it is 12. So the answer is 12. Right? Then the next one, you want to express the given decimal number as a fraction. Hope you can remember your the percentage as a percentage. So percentage lesson here, can you remember if you have 1 over 4, a fraction, you want to convert this into a percentage, what you should do, children? You want to multiply this by 100, right? If you have the 2 over 5, how do you convert this into a percentage? You multiply this in by 100. Let's say you have 3 over 8. You multiply this by 100. Any fraction, when you want to convert it into percentage, you just multiply it by 100. The same way, any decimal value, when you want to convert it into the percentage, what you do, children, you can multiply it by 100. So then here, decimal value you multiply by 100. You know that a decimal value you multiply by 10, 100 and 1000, that you want to jump with the decimal man. And I have told you many times, to be honest, that the decimal man is not moving anywhere, right? Only the digit position changes will be occurred. But for the time being, this stage, you just keep it in your mind that when you are multiplying with 10, 100 and 1000, depending on the number of zeros you have, that you jump with the decimal man to the right side. If you are dividing based on the number of zeros, that you jump with the decimal man to the left side. That is how you keep it in your mind. But when you move to the upper grades, you learn that that is not happening, that truly that is something else. For the time being, we'll keep it in our mind that we jump with the decimal man to the right side. How many steps I want to jump here? 2 steps, because it is 100. I have 2 zeros. So then my answer is 25.0%. No point of keeping 0 after the decimal. So then I write my answer 25%. Okay. So then we'll move to the next question. It is that they have given the A value, they have given the B value, and we want to find the value of this algebraic expression. First, we will take that the 2A is what? 2A means, children, 2 multiplied by A. So I can write 2 multiplied by 3, because instead of A, I can write 3. They have given A value is 3. So what is my answer? 2 times 3, 6. So that is done. The same way, I get that the 3B value. What is 3B? 3 multiplied by B, right? So then I can write 3 multiplied by 2. My answer is equal to 6, right? So then what happened now? You write 2A minus 3B equal to 2A is 6 and 3B is 6. 6 minus 6, the answer is 0. Right. So then the next one, you want to find the area of the square. We know area of a square. What is the formula, children? That is length into length, right? So the length into length. You know, if it is a rectangle, it is length into width. But here that we can't use the length into width, that formula, we know that all the 4 sides are equal. That we don't have length and width separately, all 4 sides are same. Therefore, I just write it as length into length. And if this is x centimeters, Putri, it is x centimeter, then this is also x centimeter, and this is also x centimeter because this is a square. So then I can write x centimeter multiplied by x centimeter. My answer is x squared centimeter squared. Area unit is centimeter square. Then the x multiplied by x, it is x squared. So you want to write this clearly. And when you are writing the answers, you should be mindful, right? That you want to think about the units. Centimeter into centimeter, it is centimeter square. So that is something else. That the x into x, it is x squared, right? Okay. So then the next one, here give the gradient m and y of this. You know, to find the gradient and the y-intercept, children, the formula should be y equal mx plus c format. Whatever the formula they give in the exam, you just modify it, that you just rearrange, right? Here the equation they have given, y equal to 4 minus 3x. So what I do, minus 3x plus 4. That I didn't do anything that different, I just rearrange them, right? So then I know the m value or the gradient is the number which I can find in front of x. So then here the gradient is negative 3. And y-intercept c, is equal to positive 4. So then you can take your black color pen and mark your answer like this. So this is the gradient. This part is gradient and this is the y-intercept. You can show it like this using your black color pen because you are not allowed to use any other colors, only the blue and black. So you can show it like this to show clearly that this is the gradient and this is the M value and this is the C value. And the next number you want to correct to the nearest thousand. When you have this kind of question, children, first of all, you want to understand 2896 and at the nearest thousand, you identify the thousand place, right? And you look at the next number, the neighbor number. If it is 5 or more than 5, we need to add 1 to where? To the thousand place. So then here I write that it is 3000. Inside the bracket I write to the nearest thousand. You don't want that this is not compulsory because they have given it, but normally after correcting that we write it maybe 1 dp, 2 dp, 3 sf, 2 sf, likewise that we just write that what we did inside the bracket to the nearest thousand. So then the eighth one, 1/3 of 1200 meters. So how I'm going to do that? 1/3 of 1200. Instead of this of, I can use the multiplication sign and 1200. 3 times 1 and 3 times 4. So then I can write 400 meters. 400 meters, right? Then the next one, you want to do it carefully. Hope you can see in the middle the plus sign. That means you want to add this value with this value, right? So first what I do, children, I'll get this 3.2 10 to the power 2. So how can I write this? 10 to the power 2 means what, children? If you have 10 to the power 2, you know it is 10 times 10. That means 100. Okay. So then you multiply 3.2 by 100. So then what will be my answer? 320.0. Then I go to the next one. With the 4.1, I have multiplied by 10 to the power negative 1. So 10 to the power negative 1 means that you can write 1 over 10. So then I write this 4.1 multiplied by 1 over 10. So that means 4.1 divided by 10. So then the answer, it is 0.41. Okay. Now what you want to do, children, that you want to write this. So what you want to do, 320.00. Then why I wrote 00? Because the other part I have 2 decimal places now. So then here I write 320.00 0.41. So then when you add them together, so it is 320.41. So then here you write your final answer, 320.41. Okay, so you can separate this taking the black color pen, otherwise there's so many numbers you have here, like this. Okay, so then you have 320.0. So first you multiply 3.2 by 100. So then it gives you 320. Then 4.1 you want to divide by 10. So then it becomes 0.41. When you add them together, 320.41. Then the next one, question number 10, it is that you want to multiply the numerator negative 2 times 6. The first you multiply 2 by 6, so then it is 12. So the negative number you multiply by a positive number, what will happen? It is, the answer is negative, right? It is negative. So then I write negative 12 and divide by 3. 12 divided by 3, it is 4. Negative number divided by a positive number, it is negative 4. Right. Okay, so this is part A, right? That we have that the part B, another, let's see how many questions we have. We have 15 questions. So then the part C, we have another 3 questions. What I do that as the video is getting longer, I will release these parts separately. So this video, it is for part A. Then I will release another video to part B and part C. So that is for paper 1. Again, you will be having another set of videos for paper 2. So keep in touch, children. So then there will be few more videos to have the full paper, paper 1 and paper 2. So then keep in touch. We'll meet again with the second video. See you, children.